This is weird because it's been actually, for the most part, I mean, not warm. I mean, we're like, our warmest time here during the wintertime or during the fall was probably, 21, 22, when it was like 71 degrees, and this thing is like in the 50s. But it's a cold 50, you know? That's why your parents say, your parents and your grandparents say, don't dress for the weather, dress for the season. Dress for the season, because regardless of what, the weather may say it is, the season knows what it knows. And Mother Nature, well, that's just the way she flows. You can go outside and it's nice and warm when you go walking. When you start your walk and you think, well, I don't need a jacket. And then within an hour or two, especially if you're in North Carolina, that temperature will dip on you. What? You'll be like, what? See, if you know, but you can't tell people anything. But, they have to experience it themselves. Now, let me go back to something addressing, because part of what you were saying was right as far as teaching people how to fight or how not to fight. Back to, because I don't want anybody thinking I'm hating on the woke gardener. But, sometimes, what is it, the video I did yesterday? Did you guys watch the video I did yesterday where sometimes you don't know as much as you think you know? So how woke are you? What's woke? You see a lot of people say they're woke, but are they, boo? Are they really? I got to stop saying boo. Why did I start saying boo a lot? I think narrative got me too. You know what? Or somebody wanted me to be their boo. Or somebody wanted, I don't know. It's like boo hoo 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 hoo. No. Beautiful. I've been waking up for the last couple of days, 2 days, with that song in my head. Why? Oh, up here, yeah, Snoopy's making a sandwich right now. Girl, you just ate. You just ate. But yeah, I'm going to pull one card and get out the way. But I want to address one more thing as far as teaching people how to fight. And so, yeah, that's why I've got my head covered up. Because I'm kind of cold, okay? But it must be cold where somebody else is. Somebody has no heat, no love, no nothing. I mean, hard to get your jizz on when it's all frozen and... Mother, the moon is in Leo. She says she knows. Sag season. I know I'm doing the queen wave today. Sag season. A reminder to myself, okay? See, and that's what I said. People who talk about military, but you don't understand. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. There is nothing like people. Soldiers know what I'm talking about. Well, everybody knows what I'm talking about. People who work in the commissaries, people who work in the PX, everybody know. Everybody's had that one person that, your husband might be a colonel, your husband might be a lieutenant, your husband might be a general, but that don't mean you are. That doesn't mean you are. That was so ingrammatically correct. And see, I get it, right? I mean, that's why, I'm getting the reality check, because mom says, you have class. You've been taught, and you were the best in class, but sometimes you actually talk like a thought, and a thought you is not. I said it in a Dr. Seuss way because that's apparently all some of you can understand today. Anyway, but you talk about Dr. Seuss rhymes. Where are you at now? Dr. Seuss made his money, and it's people who, what, I realize it's not always about color. It's about class, and it's about talent. And the people who don't really have the talent and who really don't have the class, but somehow they got that money and made that money faster. They did some strange things for change, so they made their way up the chart, and then they literally closed the door. There's a ceiling on that from the start. So you wonder why, Val, if you're so all this and so all that, why, everything I heard from, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard, you could be just like Wendy Williams. You could be just like Wendy Williams. It's like people were browbeating me with that. Like that was supposed to make me feel some kind of way because I wasn't getting the accolades or the money that, or the pay that Wendy Williams was getting. Look at Wendy and look at me. Now that could be a story for publicity, but I'm guaranteeing you, when I saw her documentary or whatever that she did herself, I cried because I know how some of that felt. All that's not a lie. So when you look at Wendy Williams and look at me, I would much rather be me. I chose the right side. Mommy said, I ain't got time for those hoes or those tricks. I'm not that bitch. I'll kill that shit off real quick. Don't play with me. I might be that witch. See, there she goes. She a witch. But you all are playing witch talk and TikTok and bitchcraft games on me at that. Oh my God. Have you heard the history of Fayetteville, North Carolina, or Cumberland County, or all over the world? Like, you know what? I mean, what? You know what? We're not even going to go into that. We're not even going to go into that. Let's talk about, let's put this on point with why some of you people don't know, because I'm getting back to the woke gardener. Some of what you were talking about is true, but sometimes it's not always a just us, because who is just us to you? Because, you know, you want to paint black people on one side like, you know, there's different rules for us and it's different rules for them. But who is really killing up our own community, personal and shit? Who's really drugging our community? I don't give a fuck about what, well, you know, the white man's the one to sell the drugs and bring the drugs over, or the Mexicans are, but there's Mexicans and white people all over here and they're still poor. So they're suffering too. I'm just saying, please don't be a media whore. It is well beyond and well above that, okay? You just need to go back to what I said about 5 minutes ago. There was a class in that. I'm just saying, and that gets back to the military people. You have some military people. You really do have some good cops. You really do have some good CIA. You really do have some good FBI. You really do have some good police at play, and they're sick of this shit too. You see people marrying everybody. It's not about the color. It's about you. It's not always about, sometimes it is about the color, because with some people, it will always be about the color. But that's why I say, I dare a motherfucking KKK to come up at me and say something to me the wrong way. Bitch. I'm not the person you ever ran into before. Ask the neighbors about me. If they say, they really don't say much of anything no more. They just smile and keep walking. Good doggies. I'm just kidding with you. No, I'm not. Oh, people who used to look at me when the post and everything, now they're like, no, I think not. This is how it's going in my garden today. Anyway, but you really have to. Some of you all just think because of the videos done by who, forget who paid them to do it. They chose to do that. The difference between me and them, you chose that path. To sell your own community out, to take your own community off their path of righteousness. You made it just about you. So when you say just us, who exactly are you talking to? Because I've had more black people people of color, do more negative stuff to me than anybody in any other color. And that's true. So is that story just for me? Or has not any of you felt that way, same way too? Wow. Who's the one that kills off usually the other rappers in the industry? Other black rappers. You all need to back up off the prejudice and look at the prejudice in you. You're selling and walking and you're performing the narrative. Genocide by any other name is genocide, and I bet you all jumped to the you all, but yet you didn't think about that. You didn't think about that. Here's the reality check. You didn't think about that when you were dancing to Popeyes or Bojangles or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever it be, so you could get those vaccines. Okay, do you? Honestly, I really don't care anymore. I'm just, your health is your wealth. That's my therapy. That's my mantra. That's what I will always say. But when you are doing something wrong, it's just a part of me to and see, you don't even like the word correction because you can't be corrected. Okay, I promise you will have a wonderful, or not, Saturn return, and one day if you live that long, you'll learn. So, which brings me back to, I don't know why all of you people think you can just carry guns everywhere. Like, Mom already done said, no, you can't be, and I'm saying, like, you know what, there's different types of weapons you can have. I could be a legal carrier, and I'm not saying I'm not a legal carrier, but I would say I'm not a legal carrier. You know, take that how you want to. But there's lots of things that can be weapons. You can use sticks, you can use bricks, you can use lamps, you can use a lot of things. First off, your health is your wealth. That's the main thing. Your health is your wealth. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to move. If you weren't so fat or so trash or so drunk or so high, you really wouldn't necessarily need a gun by your side, because your perception would go, maybe I shouldn't go where that is. Maybe I shouldn't deal with that shit. Maybe I should just continue to go another way. But you all don't think that way. So you think, well, I'm going to carry a gun and I'm going to be okay. And you still do the same dumb ass shit. Insanity by any other name says that's why you bitches get tricked and get hit. But no, you want to take out the good one. Listen, who was it that killed Malcolm X? Was it a white man that killed Malcolm? Really? And one would say, was it the white man that killed Martin Luther King? Yeah, none of them on the balcony with him knew a thing. That's not what Reverend Hosea Williams said. Wow. I would like to say my people, but you know what? It would just go over your head. My people is anyone who is really woke and know the truth. I'm trying to send a better narrative for the youth, because this bullshit y'all talking about is bullshit. But hey, do you? You're getting paid to do it. We'll see how long that money works for you. Still waiting on that crypto money, that NFT money. Remember when you all were thinking you were getting money off the NFTs? And I kept saying, but that's clip art. Seriously, you're taking pictures from other people's sites or other people, whatever, or other people's pictures, and then you're making it. You're a digital creator. You're a digital, and that's it. You digitally, like, if you have any type of designing program on your computer, you can do that shit too. A child can do that. So, you know, how genius are you? And then you wanted to sell it as NFTs, and literally were telling people you could make $1 million off this. Like this was going to be like some Van Gogh art. Like the next Mona Lisa. You took a picture and made clip art. And that was supposed to be the same thing, like a Picasso. You know what? Stop. I can't. Mommy says, look at the food, because I can feel your attitude. Ooh, the moon is in Leo today. Right, as we're coming out of Cancer to Leo. So I'm going from my John Wick mode to the sun, my dad, which is the moon, because the moon is in Leo, and the sun would be my father. What sun would that be? He was the sun for me. He was one of the brightest stars. I say one of the brightest stars because the Sagittarius season, I had 2 bright stars looking after me. They were really, really bright and about a legacy. I shall never let somebody beneath me tell me who or what I should be. And I shall never feel embarrassed for being me. And I shall never have somebody wave some fake coins, fake clout, or fake whatever that shit is, and like, oh, I'm supposed to be a misery about that. I'm not. The only thing that makes me sad today is I was watching the Christmas movie too, and it was like, oh man, have yourself a merry little Christmas. It depends on where I'm at or what that song still does it for me. Wow. I do believe in happy, but coupling for Christmas this year, not for me. No, I think somebody did, and that was true. He said one of the happiest people I've ever seen are women who be by themselves. I'm good by myself. Are you? That's your problem. You got to be around somebody. If you got to be around somebody, that means you're codependent on their money, on their love, on their hugs, on their going back, on their money. Yeah, that. Which brings me back to that. Just because your soldier husband is a colonel or lieutenant or general, they are. You're not, okay? That's that. Learn to be respectful. You ever seen, and I know some of you in the PX and the commissary and even the Starbucks have seen this woman come on in, swagging in like she's the thing. Everybody's supposed to move out her way. My husband, the general, bitch, we don't care, okay? We've been doing this shit longer than you probably just married from it. You can tell the people who came from trash, and then they try to, think the military is just a brand new up for them. It's true. You know what, guys? I'm telling you, vet these women before you marry them, before they start dropping 50,000 babies on you, and you are stuck like Chuck. But hey, you'll learn. I be vetting everybody. I suggest you do the same thing. Vet everybody like you in the FBI and CIA. Vet everybody that you choose to love like that, okay? I don't care if people vet me. Vet me. Find out what you need to see, because please believe I'm going to be vetting you the same way like the FED. Nah, baby girl smart. I don't play. You want to you want to make it seem like, well, she's so lonely. She's so this, she's so that. I'm healthy, though. I'm healthy, and I know how to fight. I know how to pick up these dudes, and I know how to bop you in the nose. I knew that as a youth. I told you my dad, the commanding warrant officer, drill sergeant, 5th Cav, Fort Benning, Georgia. You all need to really learn about that. Do some research today on 5th Cav, Fort Benning, Georgia. Do that, okay? 5th Cav, Fort Benning, Georgia. Fort Bragg, 82nd Airborne. Rangers, fifth. Oh, child. You don't want me to go in stranger danger mode, or you do. It's going to be a lesson for you. But anyway, what is I was going to talk about? Is that, but you guys got to learn how, not how to just pull out a gun or two, because of course cops are going to. I know I would. I'm trying to de-escalate a situation, and I've already sensed the situation. That I see the look in your eyes. You can see when somebody's on Molly or Lean or whatever it is, they do not realize that they're not even there. So you can't reason with people where the mind is not. You can't reason where the consciousness is not there, but everybody's conscious and everybody's woke. That would be the joke. And that's how you got set up. Who set you up? You can call that the white man, but it's that nigga that put you in that life. Or that meth head cracker that did the same thing, right? You know, every white person wants to be a black person now, except they don't want to go through the black experience. It's that. Tom, I don't have no problem with you. But if your son says nigga around me in his rap, I'm going to have to dot his eyes. Both of them. That black girl said that. You said lead. Follow you anywhere, madam. And I am doing just that. We need to bring real class, master class back. Val, yeah, she teaches the Illuminati about me. Something that you didn't see coming. So how illumined can you be? No, I'm not knocking anybody seriously, but just don't read me like I'm some trick. That's Saturn return, man. Saturn's a bitch. That bitch could be me. This is just comedy and edutainment. Why are you mad at me? So anyway, what was I saying? So just watch it, because I'm gonna be the first to tell you, man. You start popping off and shit like that. That's why mommy knew my temperament, and she's like, you know, and I'm like, seriously? I mean, seriously, I have been spiritually banned. I mean, I can go wherever I want to go, but I mean, I could go right now to Guns Plus and go on the range, but you know, it's like nope. No, no, we're going through the season. And we don't need you shooting right now, okay? We don't want you to be the shooter. You know, we want you to be cuter. We want you to be more entertaining and light, because everybody's going through something, right? I mean, you know, screw these people. They're already dead in your world, so you don't even have to worry about that. You will never ever be that girl. You know, they will continue to hate you, dismiss you, or whatever it be. It's okay. It's not even the same energy. Why are you talking to these people? It just doesn't make sense to me. Yes, mother Sagittarius season. I'm not Nikki. I'm something none of y'all can't see. Woo! How does she do that? I guess it's the coffee or the CBD. Okay, fine, whatever. Snoopy is like tearing up that says the same sandwich over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I just ate. Woo! I'm not hungry. Seriously not. But was that what I wanted to say? No, I gotta go and take a walk today. And I'm still making money too. Anyway, yeah, doing what I do real work, and I don't mean on YouTube or OnlyFans. That's not for me. That's for some of you. But I'm just saying, some of you people really, if you're going to talk about class, and learn what class is, and if you're going to talk about stuff, then learn what stuff is. And maybe some of our people need to be teaching our people a little bit better. Like, you know what? Just don't pop off with your crazy ghetto, you know, Glorilla, and I'm not sure. You know, in real life, I mean, I think Glorilla and them, I guess they want to get their money and stuff like that. But in reality, you think they gonna pop off up on the police like that? I think not. They ain't about that life, or they could be. I don't know. You know, there are a lot of Project Ghetto dummies who usually end up dead, especially during the holidays. I'm trying to tell you this. Don't let that go over your head. This is a very trying, touchy season for everybody. Everybody's feeling some kind of way. It's a very bipolar season, and we will all like to be happy, okay? But you mess up a person's happy and they're already on the edge, that bullshit could make you end up dead. So know your role and know your place, because you may get up in the wrong person's face and they catch your case. I know me. If there's a reason why I'm not around you, thank me. Dun, dun. The song ended just so beautifully. Beautiful. If I am that witch, then bitch. Bow down, go away. Don't play with me like that, okay? I've been through some things. I want to have a happy holiday, and I'm going to. You know what I mean? Trust me, I'm going to. Yes, I'm going to. By any means possible. So it was so funny too, like when I was going to get my gyro sandwich, and several times, and it's like, oh wow, so I can't go out in the shooting range. I was like, axe range, because I got a thing about sharp things. I'm like, yay! And every time I go there, it's closed. I mean, the door is locked. I'm like, but it says open. So what, am I banned? Is there a picture with my face? If you see her coming, don't let her come in here, okay? Got me feeling some kind of way. Why am I banned from weapons? Somebody said because you have access to all the weapons all around you. Do you really need any more weapons? Do you know you? Oh, that's the lesson for today. Do you know you? You know everybody else, but do you know you? No, that's not. But it is. But it is that. I do like that one though. Prime. You Amazon. You know what? I like that one, and I love that it's that. Oh, that's what it was. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's a real thing. That commercial, I will say, that commercial makes me cry. That commercial is like, have yourself a merry little Christmas. When you can cry on sweet things like that, that means you understand the math. You've had some wonderful, wonderful memories, and some sad memories too. So I like that one too. So you got to find, I'm a commercial junkie, by the way. Somebody knows. They always do. They always do, like Santa. They always do. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Saint Nick was a real thing, a real person, by the way. That's why they made him a saint, because he really, did presents and did stuff for the kids. Now, somebody's going to paint some Negro on a narrative's going to paint some other shit. It's stuff like that. I want to be so proud of my people. I want to call you my people, but you show that you're not my people. You're the ones that set me up. You set up Jesus. You set up, it's that. When I tell you, I can't trust if you keep talking about, you want to plead the blood of Jesus and eat communion by, I'm drinking the blood and eating his body. That sounds like vampires to me, but you want to talk about witchcraft and fuckery. Yet you selling prayer cloths and oils. Okay. That's a lot of confusion going on. And look at your TD Jakes and all these people who are okay, you know what? God says when Christianity goes wrong, but you don't want to see it. You know what? You don't want to see it. You don't want to hear it, because that money's too good. That ass is too good. Those lies are too good. And you wonder why everybody is falling out. And everything, the whole world looks like a bad hood. The whole world of Saturn looks like a hood. The whole world of Saturn looks like a hood. And Saturn's doing some cleaning. Saturn is like the police. You can cry, and you can whine, and you can put all your money, and you can pray and call on all your gods. But that Saturn energy won't cease. There's no such thing as planets. It's all a lie. Okay. Go with your God with that. Have a nice day. As I sit back and laugh. Pull this card, girl. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. What is Tuesday? What date is this today? You had the book just a minute ago. It's a beautiful day. I might go walking today. Unless I got some more money to make. Yes, mother. But Daddy says, I know I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you're an only child military brat. I will always have Daddy on my side. It's not that I am disrespectful in any kind of way. It's just that, my mom has these intentions for me, okay? And sometimes I'm like, And I'm not disrespectful. See, some of y'all are just flat out disrespectful. You're just flat out rude and disrespectful. I was never rude to my mom. Are you kidding me? Rude to Ruth? Bitch, are you stupid? A high-vibing Sagittarius. Do any of you, I can tell some of you have never met a high-vibing Sagittarius. You can tell by the people that are around you and the shit that you say and do that you have not a clue. Yet you're woke and you're spitting narratives. Okay, go ahead and do you. But you can die if you if you be disrespectful to her. You could die. Like, would you like be disrespectful to who is it? Okay, we got John Wick on one side, John Wick and Patton, and literally and Malcolm X, and Harriet Tubman. Who would my mom remind me the most of? No, I don't want to say that because then they're gonna say, see, she's a vampire. No, but Celine. If you know what I mean, no, not that Celine. No. If you know what, if you don't know, remember how she would do. She went to save her daughter and everything, and then her daughter ripped the neck off that doctor who tried to kill her. Bitch, don't play with me. I'm channeling you to something you know nothing about. Seriously. Do you think I watch so much? I'm still learning that. I don't know, but it's keeping me at bay. And that's a good thing, okay? Because you know what? Baby girl's good. You can't match my energy. A person's coming. No, I don't think so. Let's be real. Seriously. When they thought they could play with my head, they kept coming and coming and coming. But this bitch don't want nothing. He can stomp and do whatever he wants to and play with his boys and his toys. But I'm not his wife. I'm not his chillin', and I'm not him. Okay, I'm about my joy. I'll fuck a nigga up. I got loads. I got loads of ammunition, and pain in my DNA. Oh, who's gonna bring it today? Let go. No, but seriously, what is today? Today is Tuesday. Out of darkness calls for nourishment within. Again, the angel of joy. I got joy down in my heart. First time I heard that song was Granny on Beverly Hills. That's so funny. Surrender to the joy hidden within you through a song or a chant that sings or a chant that sings you. Surrender to the joy hidden within you through a song or a chant that sings you. Just open your mouth and let it out. What the world needs now is love, sweet love, not lust. If you don't understand where I'm coming from, that's why I can't trust you. It's very basic if you're on the same level I am, but if you're not, you continually get confused and nobody can tell you what to do because your arrogance and your ignorant pride really does go before the fall. Guess what, y'all? It's fall and we're just a few days before winter, and then it's going to be chilly for a lot of y'all. No, it's going to be flat out cold. I know, consider today. Subset. You're not even getting coal for Christmas. And I mean COAL. Coal was something that people used to heat up. I can remember coal. We had, my aunt and uncle had coal, and my mom and dad had oil, where used to go, the kerosene man, the gasoline man, or whatever would come through once a week, and they fill up the big tanks. So my grandparents too, but my godparents said, I'm telling you, there was nothing like the food that was cooked on a wood burning or coal stove. We had coal and we had wood. That was some good food. And cast iron foods. Oh, man. You all don't know good food. I was watching Soylent Green again, and I'm like, yeah, they're eating people again. Charlton Heston, regardless of what you think. That's the problem. Some of you people take the drink and you think the Democrats are all about you and all the Republicans stink. There used to be a time when the Democrats were the Republicans and Republicans were the Democrats. Did you remember that? Or I forgot, you're the ones who dropped out of school and didn't read. It's sad. But now you're all experts and woke, and YouTube took it upon you to make slaves out of all of you. Yeah, I see what you're doing, YouTube, but go ahead and do you. I'm not standing in anybody's way. If you want to make slaves of these dumbass motherfuckers, okay, do that. My mommy says, get out the way. That's your problem. You try to save just like your daddy did. And what do they do every time? They kill you, kid. They nail you to the cross, they steal your shit, and then they come up in your face. They don't know you are really that type of person that will erase a whole goddamn planet. They talk fuck about that on YouTube. But what if you are the real shit? God damn it. God loves me, but damn you in sincerity, you wanted to mess with his daughter in the worst way. You know what you did. You know the boundaries you crossed. There's no okaying about that, okay? So you go ahead and be arrogant with that self. Everybody around you is dying, including you. And you feel nothing because you're arrogant. Little giggly pop motherfucker want to stomp somebody out. I'll fuck up you and join her too. Wow, I didn't mean to necessarily mention the name like that, but you people have really got me. Don't get me on my bad side today. I'm about my joy. Bitch, don't play with me. I'm not your wife or your children. See, I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but I am not you. Am I supposed to be afraid of you? Now you're about to be afraid of me. That's not a threat, honey. That's a promise. Can we make the rainbow again? And it's that. Where the narrative ends. Anyway, mommy says, song in your heart. What's the song in your heart? Come on, Dorothy. Happy, 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 happy me. Happy, 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 happy as can be. So, Tuesday, December 17th. Do the math. Do the math, seriously. Do the math, pull a card, and go on about your day. And then go take a walk, okay? Because, walking and hanging with nature, hanging with the real elements always makes you feel some kind of way. Beautiful. Not just in my box. My box is the rocks. And that's how I rock. So anyway, oh yeah, and the rings. I had this before they started putting it on t-shirts and a whole bunch of things. All of a sudden, everybody's talking about rings. Everybody's talking about sacred geometry and all this and all that. But do you see them actually doing that in reality? Is that they talk like the little girl wanted to talk about everything. They so deep, and I just want the world to be better, and I just want to teach, and I was, you know what, maybe you need to teach yourself. Maybe you need to learn. You know what, though? You're so, you guys think, teaching, I think what you want to teach is sex. I think, you little sex porn addicts, you little OnlyFans people, go ahead, it's that. But I'm telling you, better give the military some respect. I keep telling you, when the crisis comes, and your world starts to fall apart, who are you going to call for? Who are you going to call on reality? In reality. Like, listen, if my house and everything was burning up, or if there was a whole flood going through, would any of these drug addicts and drunks be able to help me the way the military do? Hell no! When your house is on fire, do you call JoJo, who's sucking on that pipe? No, you call the fireman, right? You bitches got shit twisted up. And I'm talking bitches of all type. Man, you know what you could have made? That movie could have been so much better. You did that horrible. Red Santa 1 is done. You should have put more energy on on Santa. Well, you know what? But I guess you all had some debts to make, so you learn or not. Anyway, let's pull these cards today. What was I going to say? I don't know. I do have my, that's daddy energy coming out. That's right. Because I really do. Wait, I'm going to show you. When ValJones loves something. Keep it in my bedroom. That's why the next person that unnecessarily travels in my bedroom, you are dead meat. Don't act like I didn't warn you. Royal Copenhagen. This was my dad's cologne. Royal Copenhagen. Friction Body Splash. What was this? Is that 1876? No. I'm trying to look at the numbers. No, that's not it. No, I don't know why I said that number. It's not that. That was in, what was that? Was that in New York? Swank Incorporated? Royal Copenhagen. And guess what? So, right off the bat is, when did my dad die? It's like you remember, but you don't remember. My first year in my freshman year in college, so 1974. So this is at least, do the math, this is at least before 1974. Sorry, it's got sea salt around. I have sea salt around my bed too, and so the sea salt is gravitating. Ironically, the sea salt is gravitated around the bottle. Oh, and it smells good too. This is my aromatherapy right here. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Daddy. Whenever you feel some kind of way, it's just like the little boy with the bell in Polar Express. You have smells. That's why smells are so important to me. If you stink, you smell like old drunk alcohol, you've been on a binge, or you know that crack has that smell. You can smell it. It's a burnt, rotten. I don't know. But you people don't like to bathe. When cleanliness is next to godliness, okay, but you speaking of God and you don't like to bathe. You smell like 10-day-old pussy and dick. Nah. Stuff like that can't be saved out in my garden. Can you imagine what the garden would smell like? Nah, we don't do that right. So it's the class for me. Just us. Who is us? Because apparently you have no idea about me. I'm about the class that I grew up to in my legacy. And I love smelling good smells. I didn't grow up to drunks and alcoholics. Not in my immediate family. So I'd be damned if I'm going to do that now. It's just that. I'd be damned if I dealt with that now. My mother says, you know better than that. My father says, don't you ever go back to that again. Not that I was doing that, but I was trying to help all of them. Lesson learned. The first great help is to help yourself. Oh man, Royal Copenhagen. Ooh, I needed this today. Because I heard, because I was watching what was a Biltmore Christmas, and once again that song came on, and it was Judy Garland singing it. It's Judy Garland too. Hollywood, what you have done to many of the greats, and this is not even a black or white thing. I used to think it was a black and white thing too, but it's not. And that's not to say it's not a black and white thing. Clearly it is. Clearly racism is permeates every part of the world's culture, and that's why Saturn return is returning, and everybody's going to be treated like a culture vulture, especially if you were. But look at Hollywood and look at some of the greats, even like Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney, and like I keep telling you, John Huston. They hated John Huston. Some of them really did. They hated John Huston. Now you can talk about all kinds of shit. I'm sure so many things that start coming out about what John Huston. I mean, girl, do you? I guess you got your stories too and everything. But Mickey Howard, I see Mickey Howard slamming on everybody. She's slamming on Anita Baker, and she's slamming on everybody. And I mean, I've heard some like crazy stuff about Anita Baker. I don't know. She's slamming on Phyllis Hyman too. And I don't know. I wasn't there. But let me tell you something now. Mickey's a drunk. I mean, maybe she's not anymore. If you know, you know. Like I that time when what was it, hot in Atlanta? You know, when you first you got Mickey Howard to do the morning show, and I'm like, are you all stupid? That's not gonna last. And then you got, my boy from Cameo, Larry Black, and I'm like, how'd that work for you? It's that. But I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Go ahead and smell your Royal Copenhagen, baby. Moon and Leo is working for me today. Pull this card and we out. Well, that's the card right there. You pull. Oh, it's the wing. No, it's the hang muse. Oh, wow. What do you see? Do you see what I see? How's this speaking to you? Let's see. What is this? The hang muse. It's number 12. It's number 12. Is this a major arcana? It is. Who knew? The hang muse. Flipping your perspective, seeing things anew, being in flow with the universe, letting go, new vantage points leading to new knowledge, empathic understanding, special lessons, prompt, insightful exposure. Is this not today in every way? I know the light on the camera is some kind of way. Let's see. Well, just you see the mountains and you see the eye, and it's a lot of stuff going on in this card. If you can see it, There's a lot of stuff going on in this card. She floats up to the top of the world and hooks her knees around the timeline of her journey. She is long overdue for this pause, and things below had been gaining a great deal of out of controlness as of late. With a deep breath in, she sinks into timelessness to enjoy this moment, this gift. She lets go of trying to control it all. I am starting to cry again. Mommy, that's not fair. Well, she says some people need to see me cry to know that, my heart's still here. After all the damage and the dumb shit that was done to me and all that talking and being serious too about I'll kill everybody in your family. But I have a heart. And I know those are not the things I need to focus on. Saturn and karma is going to tear all that energy apart. What I need to do is hang on to my good memories. Like in Hook, where Tink told Pan, think a happy thought. What's a happy memory? On that happy memory, take your stand. If you want to keep focusing about all the negatives of history and not find out about everybody, you may have one perception of the real Rockefellers. But did you do the real history on all of them? Did you understand the times? Some black people actually fought which is stupid to me, but some people actually fought for the Confederacy. I don't always understand a person's situation, but one thing I know, I'm never going to be a slave. Never say never. Oh, bitch, I am never going to be a slave. That's not my situation. Slave master, troublemaker. I'm the one, not the two or the three. What does the word Christ mean in reality? That wasn't his last name. Christians. Like Jesus wasn't his first name. Christians. And you can't let that narrative go. You can act like you know, but what happens if you don't know everything you think you know? I plead the blood of Jesus, so you pleading for the blood of your Savior. How does that sound to a child? You see how children are much brighter than you, except when these children are growing up confused from your narrative and shit, they think this is assimilation. It's just some matrix trick. And so they don't really think sometimes that people die, or they do, or they think just suck on some DMT or some magic drug, and you know what? It'll be back to day one again. Yeah, they do. They are that slow and that dumb and that confused and that programmed. And that is because of who? That is because of who? That is because of who? The little smart blackish girl's a problem for you? I can think of a bigger problem. Whatever wisdom she will be gifted here today will be implemented later. The Hanged Muse asks you to take a bird's eye glimpse of your life. Reach out over many years, pinpointing the things you cannot change. Let them go. Remember that you see through the lens of your own stories, fashioned only by your perception and experiences. How can somebody who has never talked to me in reality, you're just watching some videos and then you're putting a perception of me that's been fed by a liar? So see, you're already screwed. You don't even understand what I'm talking about. It's literally going over all of your heads. And that's why this bullshit is happening to you, because you're not learning. You're learning the narrative very well, but is that narrative really making sales for you? Okay, then go ahead and do you. But why are you still worried about me? Bitch, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of me. And my parents, there is nobody like I'm a fan of in reality. I'm following like only a handful of people, and that's why, and honestly, I don't know why I'm following them. Actually, I'm not following anybody. I take that back. I have like very few friends. In fact, if you don't see me with people, seriously, if you haven't seen me with people in the last 3 or 4 months, right, like in reality, and and that's where the AI gets in the way, because they will try to see, well, she was here, she was like, no, so you're doing that clip art shit again. Okay, go ahead and do you. But in the end, we'll see what is and what isn't true. What is the poem for today? Perspective it flips, and ego it quips. Then reality rips parts and pieces in strips. I surrender in clips. When I let go, it slips. Then a total eclipse. Only love on my lips. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. But somebody who has never had love in reality, you can't fake it. You can't force it. But go ahead and try. It's a lesson for you, not me. What did I do with the rooms today? No rooms? No. Mommy says that's it. I mean, because I had it. But Mommy said that's it. That's all I need to say today. Meditate and marinate on that, okay? Sip some coffee, drink your brew, smoke whatever you want to. I don't care if you care. But just know when you come to me, if it's not with integrity and truth, you're going to find out just who a part of me is. That daughter of Robin and Ruth. I'm like no one you've ever seen or will ever know. Just call me that black girl, thee's daughter. I am Val Jones. #NaturallyDaO. Ho, ho, ho.